Soft echoes drift through the silent, winding corridor of the labyrinth. Each gentle sound stretches quietly, wrapping the space in a delicate stillness that invites calm and restful breathing. Warm torchlight flickers gently against cold stone walls, casting slow, dancing shadows. The soft amber glow creates a quiet comfort, illuminating the ancient passage with tender, inviting light. Distant, slow footsteps echo softly through the cavernous passage. Each careful step blends quietly with the stillness, like whispers of gentle movement echoing faintly along the ancient stone. The cool stone surface feels rough and steady under gentle fingers. The texture brings a calm presence that grounds the wandering hand in the quiet heart of the labyrinth's embrace. Water drips rhythmically in the distance, a soft, steady punctuation to the silence. Each drop echoes slowly through the space, adding a gentle beat to the peaceful quiet of the maze. Soft, muted breaths mingle quietly with the steady hush of the corridor. Each inhale and exhale flows gently, brushing the ear like a whispered secret carried on still air. Shadowed archways loom softly ahead, their curves melting into the dim light. They stand quiet and timeless, inviting the eyes to wander slowly along their ancient, embracing forms. A faint, cool air stirs gently along the labyrinth's winding paths. It whispers softly against exposed skin, bringing a tender chill that breathes life into the quiet stone walls. The narrow path lies quiet, wrapped in gentle, cool darkness. Shadows rest softly on the stones, cloaking the passage in a soothing stillness that invites slow, calm steps. Stone walls stand close, enclosing the calm labyrinth passage. Their solid presence feels safe and steady, a quiet embrace of ancient strength surrounding the wandering soul. Soft echoes linger gently as steps fade into the distant stillness. The sound twirls delicately, blending with the hush of the stones and the slow rhythm of the quiet maze. A dim flicker of flame dances slowly in the quiet space, its amber light weaving soft patterns on the rough stone. The gentle movement soothes the labyrinth's silent heart. Distant hollow sounds weave softly through the tranquility of the maze. They rise and fall like the slow breath of the labyrinth itself, evoking quiet wonder beneath the ancient stones. The stone floor feels smooth and firm beneath soft, careful steps. Its cool surface grounds each movement gently, a solid path whispered on by slow breaths and muted echoes. Slow drips echo gently, a soft punctuation in the silence. The distant sound unfolds delicately, like a lullaby whispered across the shadowed stones of the maze. A hushed ambience wraps the corridor in peaceful stillness. Every surface, every shadow breathes quiet calm, inviting the heart to slow and the mind to rest in the maze's gentle embrace. A lonely glow shimmers quietly on the labyrinth's winding route. Its tender light moves slowly, tracing the curves like a soft breath giving life to the silent stones. Hands brush gently over rough, cold wall textures in calm reverence. The stones whisper their timeless stories beneath soft touch, a quiet connection in the maze's heart. Faint whispers of wind stir softly through narrow labyrinth ways. The gentle breath slips quietly between the stones, carrying ancient secrets on its slow, peaceful path. Soft footsteps fade slowly into the labyrinth's distant depths. Their gentle rhythm dissolves into stillness, leaving behind whispers of movement and calm anticipation. The quiet corridor stretches endlessly, embraced by gentle shadows. Its slow, steady calm invites quiet breaths and soft contemplation within the ancient stone heart. Torchlight dims slowly, casting warm pools of amber glow that retreat gently into darkness. The soft decrease in light soothes the stones into restful silence. Calm breaths pace gently with the slow heartbeat of the maze. Each rise and fall of air blends with the labyrinth's quiet pulse, creating a steady, soothing rhythm within the stillness. Stillness settles softly over stone surfaces and quiet corners. The maze breathes slow and deep, wrapping all in a gentle blanket of calm, inviting peaceful rest. Echoes of silence linger in the labyrinth's winding twists. They stretch lazily across the stones, filling the space with a slow, gentle hum of restful quiet. Narrow walls whisper cool secrets in a breathless hush. Their steadfast presence tells of time's slow passage, inviting listeners to lean close and breathe in the calm. A steady heartbeat echoes faintly beneath the quiet stone floor. Its gentle thrum pulses in harmony with the slow breaths and soft footsteps, grounding all in deep peacefulness. A soft glow flickers slowly along the cavern's gentle curves. It moves with careful grace, lessening the darkness with tender light and quiet warmth. Calm steps pause briefly, held in the endless stillness. The quiet moment lingers, like a slow breath held gently before release into soft movement once more. Darkness breathes softly between the labyrinth's quiet stone turns. It flows like a gentle sigh, enfolding the space in calm, shadowed comfort. Faint light trails trace shadows along the smooth stone pathway. They move slowly and softly, weaving delicate patterns that suit the quiet labyrinth air. Soft silence holds steadily, a gentle cloak draping the labyrinth's insides. It hums quietly with calm warmth, filling every corner with peaceful restfulness. Still air rests quietly, cradling the labyrinth's muted stones. Each breath lingers gently, a slow pulse of calm in the soft, shaded embrace of the maze. The stones seem to whisper a slow, soft, wordless song. Their voice is quiet and steady, a lullaby that weaves gently through the labyrinth's timeless corridors. Slow light dances faintly, tracing the labyrinth's secret paths. It moves with tender rhythm, revealing the contours of quiet shadows and graceful, calming patterns. Soft steps echo gently, warm breath mingling with the stillness. Each sound fades slowly, blending into the peaceful hum of the ancient stones surrounding the quiet traveler. Quiet shadows play slowly along the ancient stone surfaces. Their movements are soft and slow, weaving a restful dance in the gentle glow of the labyrinth's light. Calm floor textures shift subtly beneath steady, soft feet. The gentle firmness of each step presses into the labyrinth's quiet earth, grounding movement in softness and peace. Distant drips murmur lightly, a sleeping cadence of water. Their soft sound settles calmly across the quiet stones, singing a slow lullaby beneath the labyrinth's still sky. The labyrinth rests quiet, wrapped in shadows and smooth stone. Its ancient heart beats softly in the stillness, inviting calm and gentle dreams beneath the echoing silence. A gentle flickering of torchlight casts warm shadows on the stone walls, bathing the corridor in soft amber tones. The light moves slowly, inviting calm and quiet as it wraps the space in a cozy, gentle glow. The cool, smooth stone walls feel steady and calming under a slow, careful touch. The coolness contrasts pleasantly with the warmth of the torchlight, grounding the senses and inviting a tranquil moment of stillness. The torchlight sways softly with a gentle breath of air, casting light that moves slowly along the quiet, empty corridors. Shadows ripple in a calm dance, inviting peaceful reflection beneath their gentle sway. Slow, deliberate footsteps fall lightly, their echoes faint and distant. Each step blends with the quiet stillness of the corridor, creating a soft rhythm that gently fills the space without haste or urgency. Stillness rests within the shadowed corners, where the soft orange light of torches just barely touches. These quiet pockets hold a gentle calm, inviting moments of peaceful pause amid the cool stone surroundings. Pools of warm light gather gently on the cold stone floor, spreading a golden glow that soothes the senses. The light feels like a quiet breath of warmth amid the steady coolness of the stone beneath. Muffled echoes drift quietly through the empty halls, carrying soft reminders of footsteps and whispered winds. These distant sounds form a gentle melody that blends with the calm shadows, inviting restful stillness. Flames inside the torch dance slowly, their movements smooth and calming. The flickering light plays across the stone surfaces, casting gentle moving shadows that lull the eyes toward peaceful rest. A silent corridor stretches out ahead, calm and undisturbed. The stillness is profound, with only the steady amber glow of torchlight to accompany the quiet breath of the air inside this ancient space. The rough texture of the stone surface feels cool and steady beneath gentle fingertips. Each irregularity is a silent story, inviting a slow, mindful exploration of the ancient walls around. A faint, steady glow lights the path gently ahead, softly guiding without haste or urgency. The subtle illumination invites quiet steps and calm whispers carry on the slow breath of the corridor air. The flame's light shimmers gently upon the uneven stone walls, creating a calm tapestry of glowing textures and fluttering shadows. The quiet shimmer feels like a gentle heartbeat of warmth in the cool night. Soft steps echo slowly down the stone floors, each footfall reverberating faintly and blending with the surrounding quiet. The pattern of movement is relaxed and measured, like a gentle pulse through the air. Soft light mingles with shadow in a quiet balance, each shaping the other gently. The contrast invites calm eyes to wander slowly, finding peace in the interplay of dark and warm glowing forms. Hallways stretch silent and still, with only flickering torchlight for company. The ancient stones hold their quiet watch as warmth glows softly over every surface, inviting slow breaths and peaceful hearts. The coolness of the stone contrasts gently with the warm flickering light around it. Fingers feel the smooth, steady surface, sensing the quiet strength and comfort held within these ancient walls. Light flickers gently, creating calm, shifting patterns that suit the quiet space. The soft dance of illumination makes the stone walls seem to breathe slowly with warmth and welcome. A soft glow bathes the narrow corridor in warmth, inviting slow footsteps and quiet breaths. The amber light feels gentle and kind, wrapping the traveler in a calm embrace of stillness. Calm, steady breathing blends softly with quiet footsteps, creating a rhythmic harmony in the still air. The slow breath feels like a gentle companion to the warm torchlight and cool stone around. The stone walls stand silent, steady and cool to the touch. They hold the stories of quiet nights and soft lights, offering a calm presence that anchors the space and soothes the wandering heart. Tiny sparks rise slowly from the torch, drifting upward in the warm air like sparks of gentle fireflies. Their quiet dance adds a fleeting sparkle to the peaceful atmosphere of the corridor. Slow footsteps move gently along the passage, almost soundless in their careful tread. Each step is a meditation, merging with the hush of the hall and the flickering light to fill the space with calm. Quiet shadows flicker softly against the uneven stone surfaces, moving in slow, peaceful rhythms. Their gentle dance invites calm and quiet observation in the warm torchlight's embrace. Warm light and cool stone meet in a soothing embrace along the corridor, their quiet contrast forming a gentle balance. This union creates a place of comfort where senses find rest and dreams may begin. The hallway glows dimly beneath steady torchlight, the soft illumination touching each stone just enough to reveal its gentle textures. The muted light invites quiet footsteps and calm wandering within its embrace. Quiet echoes stretch softly through the stone halls, blurring into gentle, indistinct sounds. This tender soundscape creates a sanctuary of calm where every breath and step becomes a mindful presence. Breaths come slowly and deeply, matching the rhythm of soft footsteps ahead. Each inhalation and exhalation fills the quiet air with a soothing presence, a steady heartbeat in the calm darkness. Stone surfaces feel cool and smooth beneath gentle touches, inviting slow exploration. Their quiet strength and ancient stillness create a sanctuary of calm, wrapped softly and warm, Flickering light. Flame light flickers quietly, sending gentle waves of brightness across the stone walls. Each small movement creates peaceful patterns, weaving a quiet dance of warm light and comforting shadow. Shadows rest quietly along the smooth stone walls, still and serene beneath the warm torchlight. Their gentle presence balances the soft glow, creating a quiet harmony that soothes the eye. Torchlight spills warm amber hues onto cold stone floors, creating inviting pools of glow. This gentle light quietly fills the corridor, offering a soft embrace in the cool, steady stillness. Soft sounds of moving air mingle gently with the flickering flames' quiet breaths. These subtle noises create a calming background, wrapping the space in peaceful whispers of stillness. Slow footsteps gradually fade into the distance, soft and calm. Their echoing steps become whispers of sound, dissolving peacefully into the quiet night of the stone halls. The corridor stands dim and cool, bathed gently in soft light. Shadows hold the stillness quietly, inviting gentle eyes and slow breaths to linger in peaceful contemplation. A steady flame burns kindly, casting a warm and gentle glow. Its quiet light offers comfort, a steady heart of warmth in the peaceful silence of the ancient place. The hallway remains calm and still, alive only with the soft flickering of torchlight. Its ancient stones listen quietly, holding the moment in gentle, quiet embrace. Under cautious fingertips, the stone texture feels soft despite its hardness. The quiet surface invites slow, deliberate touches that connect with the enduring calm of this ancient place. Light flickers softly, creating cozy shifting shadows that seem to breathe quietly. The warm amber glow and dark shapes weave a tranquil pattern that soothes the senses slowly. Far away, light and shadow mingle gently in a soft, soothing stillness. The faint glow invites peacefulness, like a quiet promise held in the depths of the ancient corridors. The silent stone walls hold memories in their cool embrace, standing with quiet dignity. Their steady presence offers gentle comfort in the dim light, a steadfast guardian of stillness. Soft footsteps press gently on the cool stone floor, each step measured and calm, echoing steadily in the quiet space. The slow rhythm soothes the ear, blending with the stillness of ancient walls that hold stories in their cool embrace. Faint echoes drift along the empty halls, carried on the still air. The soft sounds ripple gently, bouncing from wall to wall like whispers carried far away, inviting calm and quiet contemplation within these ancient passages. A gentle draft brushes softly through the narrow corridor, carrying a cool breath that stirs the quiet air. The stillness around feels tender, enfolding the senses in a calm that encourages slow, peaceful breaths and lingering calm. Slow flames flicker gently on ancient torches, casting meandering shadows across the smooth stone walls. The light dances softly, creating a warm, resting glow that invites calm and lulls the heart into quiet reverie amid shadowed passages. A rhythmic, quiet walking sound flows along the hallway, footsteps delicate and measured. These tender footfalls melt seamlessly with the silence, stepping slowly as if time itself were breathing softly in these tranquil spaces. Low echoes blend softly with distant, gentle dripping water. Each step carries a calm resonance, mingling with the slow natural sounds, weaving a texture quiet that fills the ancient hall with subtle life and peaceful rhythm. Stillness wraps warmly around the narrow, ancient passageway. The air holds a deep calm, gently breathing beneath the steadfast stone. Each moment lingers quietly, inviting slow, even breaths and a soft sense of peaceful solitude. Shadows sway gently with the tender flicker of the torchlight, moving slowly as if breathing alongside the passage's quiet breath. Their soft dance invites the eyes to rest in gentle motion, soothing the soul with slow, shifting grace. Slow, deliberate footsteps press softly on thick stone beneath, their sound muffled and even. Each step flows with calm assurance, blending into the quiet passage as a steady heartbeat in this peaceful, shadowed world. Soft reverberations ripple quietly through the arched, cavernous space. Sounds linger tenderly, coasting along stone curves and hollow recesses, filling the air with a soothing pulse of ancient, gentle echoes. Hushed stillness settles in the passage as footsteps pause briefly. The quiet is profound and tender, like a breath held gently in the soft shadows, wrapping the space in a calm breathing silence. Small flames flicker quietly along the rough stone walls, their warming light weak yet comforting. The gentle glow moves slowly, casting tender pools of light that soothe the eyes and hush the mind. Soft footsteps echo gently through empty chambers, each step stretched into calm ripples. The smooth echoes travel slowly, wrapping the quiet rooms in a serene soundscape of stillness and gentle motion. The cool air brushes lightly over smooth stone walls, carrying subtle whispers of ancient times. The gentle touch cools the skin softly, mingling with quiet breath and slow heartbeat in this peaceful, timeless embrace. Calm breathing silence holds the shadowy corridors in tender stillness. Each quiet moment stretches slowly, inviting restful thoughts and gentle dreams to wander freely within the warm embrace of this muted space. Distant, muted echoes blend softly with quiet footfalls, each sound wrapped in a gentle veil of stillness. Together they form a hushed melody that settles softly like a sigh within the tender, ancient walls. Slow, careful footsteps fade slowly into quiet stillness. Each step fades softly, leaving behind a tender hush and the gentle warmth of breath held in calm, wrapping the corridor in peaceful quietude. Shadows stretch softly along the corridor walls, moving with gentle rhythm under flickering light. Their delicate forms sway slowly, weaving a restful dance that soothes the senses and quiets the mind. Gentle echoes ripple quietly through hollow stone halls. Their soft resonance glides slowly, wrapping the space in a tender sound silk that calms restless thoughts and invites quiet rest. Warm torchlight flickers slowly, casting restful shadows that breathe alongside soft stone surfaces. The comforting glow moves gently, inviting eyes and heart to settle in tranquil stillness. Soft footsteps pace with a quiet, steady rhythm, each one a gentle pulse moving calmly through the dim passage. The slow tread breathes life into the stillness with tender grace and quiet assurance. Slow drops of water fall at a distance, their delicate sound echoing faintly. The soft dripping ties the silence together like a quiet necklace of gentle beats, lending a peaceful pulse to the shadowy corridors. Subtle footsteps blend seamlessly with the surrounding stillness, pressing softly upon smooth stone floors. They move tenderly, like a whisper of presence and a quiet breath that invites calm and serene reflection. Soft air moves gently through the quiet, empty hallway. The muted atmosphere hums with tender calm, enfolding the senses in a smooth, slow rhythm of breathing stone and shadowed silence. Shadows shift slowly and peacefully with the quiet flicker of flames. Their soft movements create a gentle dance of light and shade that soothes the restless spirit and slows the wandering thoughts. Faint echoes trail behind distant, slow footsteps, drifting softly in the heavy air. Their delicate presence wraps around the corridor like a quiet breath, lingering gently in the stillness. The cool quietness settles deeply in the narrow space, wrapping it in a tender hush. Every surface breathes stillness, inviting slow, even breaths and the calm wave of peaceful solitude to settle softly. Water drops fall slowly on stone floors, their soft pace like a gentle heartbeat in the silence. Each drip carries a calm rhythm, echoing quietly beneath the watching quiet of ancient walls. Careful footsteps echo faintly through empty halls, moving with tender care. Each step touches the ancient stones lightly, weaving a quiet presence into the calm embrace of the waiting silence. Lights dance gently, casting calm, embracing shadows that soothe the eyes. Their faint flicker moves slowly, inviting peaceful rest and a quiet sigh to break the stillness with moments of warm light. A peaceful hush envelopes the quiet stone corridors, wrapping the passageways in soft stillness. The air holds a lullaby of calm, inviting gentle breaths and slow heartbeats to mingle in the soothing silence. A single soft footstep echoes slowly and steadily, lingering gently in the cool air. Its quiet sound stretches out softly, becoming part of the calm breath of these time-worn halls. Cool, still air brushes over ancient stone surfaces, carrying the soft scent of earth and quiet time. The delicate touch invites a slow breath, folding gently around the senses in restful peace. Shadow shapes slowly shift with gentle light flickering, their quiet movements weaving a soft tapestry of shade. The tender dance invites rest and dreams among the ancient stone's timeless watch. Distant steps fade slowly into silent, calm surroundings. Their gentle retreat leaves behind a stillness full of quiet promise and warm shadows that cradle the space in embracing peace. Slow footsteps move softly through empty spaces, each touch a calm heartbeat within the quiet. Their gentle rhythm carries a softness that rests tenderly against the ancient stone's enduring presence. Gentle echoes flow slowly through the hollow chamber, their quiet song reverberating like a soothing breeze. The sound moves tenderly, inviting a slow, deep sense of calm and restfulness. Torchlight moves gently, casting warm, breasting glows that embrace the ancient stone. The soft flicker soothes the eye, wrapping the space in a comforting embrace of slow, tender light. A single soft step pauses briefly, hanging quietly in peaceful silence. The stillness wraps slowly around the sound, holding it gently like a whispered breath within the calm halls. Quiet calm spreads as footsteps fade away, leaving the halls wrapped in restful stillness. The peaceful silence settles deeply, like a soft sigh breathed slowly into eternal, timeless stone. Soft footsteps fall gently into the quiet corridor. The cool stone walls stand silent, absorbing each gentle sound. The air feels still and calm, wrapped in a tender hush as the path leads softly onward into the labyrinth's heart. A gentle torchlight flickers softly, casting slow, dancing shadows along the ancient bricks. The warm glow pulses quietly, filling the still corridor with a muted light and slow, calming movements. A faint breeze whispers through the curved hallway, barely stirring the heavy air. It murmurs softly, flowing gently over cool stone surfaces and carrying a peaceful hush deep within the labyrinth. Sounds fade softly into the vast sleeping silence of the maze. Distant echoes mingle with stillness, spreading slow, quiet ripples through the heavy, hushed atmosphere. Steps move with calm, steady rhythm, slow and deliberate. Each footfall blends quietly with the surrounding stillness, measured like the steady breath of the sleeping corridor. The cool touch of stone fills the quiet corridor's stillness. Fingers rest gently against the smooth surface, feeling the calm, steady chill that anchors the labyrinth's deep light and shadow. Luscious shadows stretch lazily across the floor in warm golden light. They move slowly, weaving gentle patterns that speak softly to the quiet heart of the old stone halls. The still air drifts gently, barely moving within the hall's wide curves. Tiny ripples of breath slide silently over stone, bringing a faint sense of life to the labyrinth's quiet slumber. A deep quiet settles fully, wrapping the corridor in a soft, protective calm. The heavy stillness hums gently, carried by the cool stones and dim torchlight stretching slowly along the path. Warm light flickers slowly, revealing the rich texture of ancient stone in calm, steady waves. The labyrinth breathes softly in this glow, inviting resting eyes and slow thoughts. Each soft footfall echoes mellow and steady in the hollow space. The sound flows gently, blending easily into the cool, quiet air that cradles the sleeping labyrinth. A quiet breeze scarcely stirs the still air, moving lightly through the narrow passage. It brushes past stones and shadows, bringing a serene sense of calm and gentle movement. A hand brushes the rough stone wall, feeling its cool, sleepy presence. The texture is ancient and steady, whispering quiet stories and slow, tender sensations. Soft, distant sounds hover lightly far beyond reach. They drift through corridors like gentle whispers, touching the edges of hearing and fading into tranquil silence. Shadows dance slowly with the torchlight, their movements calm and gentle across the quiet hall. Each flicker tells a soft, slow story in the labyrinth's sleepy embrace. Soft steps pass quietly, leaving faint sounds behind as they melt into stillness. Each echo blends gently with the corridor's calm breath, steady and unhurried. A cold breath brushes gently, calm against the warm stones. It moves slowly, wrapping the labyrinth's ancient walls in a tender, cooling sigh. Quiet noises hum faintly, blending softly with the corridor's calm. The sounds are muted and distant, like a lullaby sung gently by stone and shadow together. The torch's flame wavers slowly, its motion soothing and measured. It casts mellow light that dances quietly, inviting soft rest in the labyrinth's cool embrace. Stillness deepens and folds around the passage, wrapping it in soft shadows. The quietude feels like a gentle breath, steady and unbroken in the cool labyrinth air. Footsteps fall softly, blending naturally with the corridor's night calm. Their rhythm is low and measured, merging easily into the sleeping labyrinth's gentle song. Hands rest on cold stone, steady and quietly grounding. The chill flows gently through fingers, connecting the present slow breath with the ancient stillness of the walls. Light shifts gently, slow and tender upon the ancient walls. Shadows ripple softly, weaving quiet stories that float like slow breaths in the still corridor air. A soft wind moves lightly, caressing the corridor's breath with delicate fingers. It stirs the silence mildly, like a whispered secret shared with the labyrinth's stone heart. Far echoes fade slowly, barely touching the silent path. Their voices tremble lightly in the labyrinth's calm, then slip away into the broad stillness beyond. Stone holds its cool calm, steady through time's slow flow. The hall breathes quietly, its silence deep and gently layered beneath soft, flickering light. Light quivers softly, casting calm hues on quiet stone. The flickers move slowly like whispered secrets, folding warmly into the labyrinth's deep, peaceful breath. Footsteps keep a steady pace, slow and gentle like a resting heartbeat. Each step blends smoothly with the slow-breathing labyrinth, quiet and unhurried in the night. The passage breathes quietly, still and deeply at peace. Cool stone and slow shadows blend together in a tender, endless moment of silence and calm. Shadows move slowly, gently spinning quiet tales with the flickering light. Their soft dance invites rest and dreams within the labyrinth's sleeping walls. Fingers feel the cold stone, smooth and steady in the dark. The cool surface anchors the quiet, sleepy moments deep in the labyrinth's gentle shadows. Silence wraps the corridor like a comforting, soft cloak. It flows slowly around every corner, cushioning the stillness with tender calm and gentle, endless quiet. Quiet sounds drift far, gentle and unhurried in time. They travel slowly through ancient halls, offering peaceful rest within the labyrinth's timeless embrace. Torchlight glows steady, warming the cold night air slowly. Its soft golden presence offers a quiet heartbeat within the labyrinth's long, cool corridors. Steps pause briefly, taking in the still, quiet space. The hush lingers warmly, inviting gentle rest beneath slow shadows and soft, fading light. The labyrinth seems to exhale deeply, peaceful and slow inside its endless stones. The breath fills the cool air with quiet calm and gentle stillness. A faint breeze drifts slowly through the silent corridor, barely stirring the calm air. It moves quietly as a soft sigh, blending seamlessly with the labyrinth's gentle breath. Footsteps echo softly, merging slowly with stillness all around. The subtle sounds float gently into the labyrinth's deep hush, carrying calm like a slow, steady heartbeat. Walls hold quiet shadows, resting soundlessly in the dim light. The slow, calm shapes breathe softly, weaving peaceful comfort deep within the labyrinth's ancient stones. The corridor settles finally into its endless gentle calm. Silence flows slowly, wrapping every corner with soft breath and the tender, timeless peace of the sleeping labyrinth. The gentle flicker of a single torch casts warming shadows on rough stone, light breathing softly in the quiet air. The soft glow hummed a slow, steady rhythm that filled the corridor with comforting warmth and muted gold. Fingers brushed lightly against the cool, rough surface of the stone walls. Their texture was uneven yet grounding, each touch connecting softly to the quiet weight of ancient stones under slow, thoughtful hands. Soft footsteps echoed faintly, their sound weaving gently through the stillness of the stone corridor. Each step was slow, deliberate, a quiet rhythm humbly resonating under the vaulted stone ceiling. A single flame danced gently within its iron holder, its light gently unfurling across the dark hallway. Shadows swayed slowly and calmly, as if breathing alongside the quiet corridor's stillness. The uneven texture of the stone walls invited slow, mindful touches. Fingertips traced delicate ridges and dips, feeling the timeless story held in every rough surface beneath the gentle flicker of torchlight. A slight, cool draft whispered softly across the corridor, moving gently through the still air. It carried the quiet breath of stone and shadows, steady and serene, like a sigh in the peaceful dusk. Footsteps pressed lightly on stone floors, their sound muted and soft. The echo was a quiet pulse beneath the walls, blending into the stillness, slow and steady as a heartbeat in the cool corridor. Warm torchlight glowed faintly, casting gentle pools of golden light that unfolded calmly across the stone. The light moved slowly with each flicker, bathing the space in quiet comfort and soft shadow. A hand traced the cold stone surface, feeling its slow creeping coolness spread through the fingers. The sensation was steady, calm, a gentle anchor amidst the quiet corridor's warm and dark embrace. Breaths deepened softly, flowing with a gentle rhythm that matched the steady steps along the stone path. Each inhale and exhale was slow and even, a peaceful wave in the stillness of the corridor. The torch flame swayed gently, shadows shifting with quiet grace upon the stone walls. The dance was slow and hypnotic, a soothing movement in the dim corridor's calm embrace. Shadows played smoothly along the cool stone, slow undulations shifting softly with the flame's tender movement. Light and dark intertwined quietly, painting a restful rhythm upon the walls. Footfalls echoed deliberately and slowly, fading gently into the calm hush of the stone corridors. The sound was a soft murmur, a quiet mark of passage in the cool stillness. A barely there stir of air touched the skin, cool and quiet. It lingered softly like a whispered breath, weaving gently between the stones and the dim glow of flickering light. Warm light spilled softly from the torch, soothing the rough stone surfaces with a tender glow. The corridor felt wrapped in comfort, the gentle warmth breathing life into quiet stone. Quietly, the rough stone surface invited gentle fingers once again. The cool, steady texture was a silent companion in the soft-lit corridor, connecting body and stone in slow, mindful touch. The rhythm of soft footsteps marked a steady, unhurried passage through the corridor. Each step was measured and light, blending into the surrounding quiet with gentle, careful intent. Shadows danced slowly, coaxed by the warm flicker of nearby torchlight. Their movement was calm and flowing, a quiet companion to the light's soft whisper along ancient stone. Hands met the cooling stone again, feeling its soothing, firm texture beneath gentle fingertips. The steady cold was a calm presence, grounding each moment with quiet, solid stillness. Breathing slowed deeply, harmonizing perfectly with the soft flicker of torchlight. Each breath was calm and even, a gentle rhythm flowing steady through the quiet stone passage. Flickering light cast soft, lulling patterns across still stone surfaces. The subtle motion moved quietly, like a lullaby of light and shadow woven slowly through the ancient passageway. The stone walls stood silent and still, cool and steady to the touch. Their quiet presence filled the space with calm endurance, a gentle constant beneath the warm, flickering glow. Faint echoes of footsteps moved steadily through the calm corridor, each sound a soft ripple in the quiet air. They faded slowly into the stone, weaving a gentle melody of passage and stillness. The torchlight flickered warmly, scattering gentle shadows slowly across the stone. Its glow was a quiet pulse of comfort, steady and calm within the muted earth tones of the quiet corridor. Cool stone textures embraced quiet fingers with steady calmness. The tactile sensation was soothing and firm, a silent story beneath the slow shuffle of footsteps and flickering light. Soft, even breaths mingled with the quiet torchlight and stone stillness. Each inhale and exhale was a gentle wave of calm, carrying serenity through the slow, darkened passage. The gentle glow from the flame offered peaceful warmth softly. It illuminated the corridor in tender hues, a quiet companion to slow breaths and the steady, soft cadence of footsteps. Footsteps slowed even further, each step quiet and deliberate against the cool stone floor. The slow pace filled the corridor with a gentle, peaceful stillness, a soft rhythm in the low light. Stone surfaces caught and reflected soft, wavering light. The gentle illumination traced the texture of the walls, revealing calm patterns under the flickering torchlight's quiet dance. A calm murmur of air drifted softly through the dim corridor space, brushing against the skin like a slow sigh. It mingled with warmth and shadow in a quiet symphony of stillness and breath. Torchlight shimmered subtly, wrapping the corridor in a gentle warmth. The flickering glow traced slow patterns along stone surfaces, a quiet pulse of light that eased the dimness with soft comfort. Cool stone walls offered a steady, embracing touch to wandering hands. The texture was a silent reassurance, firm and constant beneath the gentle flickering light and peaceful silence. A quiet echo followed each footstep in the stone-lined hallway, ebbing slowly into stillness. The gentle resonance was a steady heartbeat within the muted earth tones and soft flickering light. The flame flickered with slow grace, casting soft light and shadows in delicate balance. Its steady pulse wove calm through the corridor's stone and silence, a gentle lullaby of glow and shade. Stone carried a silent coolness, steady beneath gentle fingertips. The steady chill was a quiet presence, connecting moments with calm firmness amid the corridor's enveloping shadows and light. Breath and light moved in graceful sync, both calm and unhurried now. The quiet rhythm moved through the stillness, a soft dance of glow and air gently carrying the moment forward. A faint hush filled the corridor, soft as the torch's slow flicker. The stillness was a gentle blanket, cushioning sound and light into a perfect quietude held gently by ancient stone. Warm torchlight unfolded gently across cold stone surfaces, caressing each edge and corner with softness. The glow spread slowly, wrapping the space in peaceful warmth that seemed alive with quiet breath. Steady steps measured time softly within the calm stone passage. Each footfall was a gentle tick in the quiet flow, slow and unhurried as shadows and light mingled in gentle harmony. Restful shadows lingered lightly, caressed by the slow torchlight. They settled softly across stone surfaces, weaving a final note of calm comfort to settle in the gentle quiet of the corridor. Slow steps echoed quietly along the empty hall, each footfall gentle against the cool stone floor. The stillness wrapped softly around the traveler's path, inviting calm with every measured step. Faint sounds drifted softly through the shadowed corridors, whispered hints of movement far away. The echoes faded gently, blending into the silence like a slow, breathing hush. The torch's gentle glow danced along the rough stone walls, flickering softly with each quiet breath of air. Light and shadow moved together in a slow, harmonious rhythm. A long hallway stretched quietly beneath the muted light, its stillness like a soft blanket. The calm air felt cool and steady, inviting slow breaths and peaceful steps. Steps fell lightly and softly, blending seamlessly with the gentle breath of the room. Each sound was a quiet rhythm, a careful dance within the stillness surrounding it. Distant, indistinct sounds filtered in a calm tempo, like a whispered secret carried on slow breaths. The murmurs floated gently, wrapping the space in quiet mystery. Shadows shifted slowly as the light flickered faintly, creating gentle patterns that moved with a quiet life. The walls seemed to breathe softly with the flow of time. Each step moved with a quiet, measured rhythm, deliberate and calm. The slow pace invited ease and rest, as the hall embraced the traveler's gentle journey. A pale glow shimmered softly over the stone floor, delicate and steady. It whispered promises of calm and quiet, an invitation to linger in gentle light. Sounds faded gently into the stillness beyond sight, retreating like a slow tide. The quiet deepened, folding softly around the passageway as shadows grew calm. Footfalls slowed, merging quietly with the deep stillness around. The hush was comforting, wrapping the space in soft breaths and muted presence. The air moved faintly, cool and steady through the space, carrying the scent of stone and distant earth. It felt like a gentle breath, calm and unhurried. Torch flames shifted with a soft, wavering glow, their light a delicate dance of warmth upon the cool stone surfaces. The flicker was slow, like a whispered lullaby. Echoes hinted quietly at movements far away, their softness blending smoothly with the silence. The muted sounds painted a gentle soundscape of distant life. Footfalls hesitated softly along the narrow path, each pause filled with quiet breath. The slow steps were like gentle waves against the shore of stillness. Edges of darkness moved gently with the flickering light, weaving slow patterns that felt alive. The shadow play was a quiet companion in the calm night. The hallway breathed quietly in the dim light, its presence a soft, steady rhythm. Time seemed to slow, wrapped in the embrace of muted stone and cautious silence. A calm silence carried faint echoes and soft murmurs, as if the corridor itself was whispering secrets to the slowly moving traveler. The hush settled like a gentle blanket. Light shimmered quietly from a distant source nearby, its pale shimmer inviting rest. The gentle glow promised warmth and calm within the cool ancient stone. Footsteps traced a slow path through the quiet space, their rhythm gentle and unhurried. The calm steps mingled softly with the stillness around them. Subtle shadows flickered with each small movement, their shapes changing slowly in the warm torchlight. The delicate dance of light and shadow felt like a quiet breath. The air remained steady, cool, and barely shifting, carrying the weightless stillness of the night. It moved softly across the stone surfaces, unnoticed yet present. Quiet sounds whispered gently in the distance, like secret stories told in slow breaths. They ebbed and flowed softly, soothing every corner of the space. Steps passed softly along the worn stone floor, their passage slow and thoughtful. The space held each sound with gentle reverence, allowing time to settle and unfold. Torch flames fluttered gently in the cool air, their light a tender flicker that warmed the stones. Each twitch of the flame was a small heartbeat within the quiet night. Echoes diminished into a calm, restful silence, the sound slowly fading until only the stillness remained. The quiet settled like a gentle sigh across the corridor's length. Footfalls retreated slowly into the soft darkness, their sound thinning gently until nearly unheard. The space embraced the silence with a warm, quiet comfort. Light glimmered faintly along the uneven walls, casting a shadowed glow that felt tender and calm. The subtle illumination welcomed slow breaths and silent steps. Steps moved with a soft, gentle cadence, their presence light and careful. The muted rhythm blended seamlessly with the quiet rhythm of the corridor's breath. The passage lay peaceful beneath the flickering light, its calm a steady presence. Time slowed, and the corridor seemed to rest in a soft embrace of night. A soft glow appeared in the distance, steady and calm, like a quiet beacon. It invited contemplation and rest, a gentle light in the surrounding stillness. A faint breeze brushed softly through the quiet space, carrying a tender coolness that whispered of distant lands. It moved slowly, wrapping the corridor in a gentle caress. Shadows lingered gently beneath the dim torchlight, settling into quiet shapes that breathed with slow rhythm. The soft darkness felt like a warm embrace, gentle and kind. Footsteps echoed faintly, slow and measured, each one a soft pulse in the calm. The gentle rhythm invited a stillness that folded softly around the traveler. Torchlight danced softly on the old stone surface, its gentle flicker tracing slow, soothing patterns. The light moved like a lullaby, quiet and full of warmth. Sounds drifted quietly, fading into stillness as if floating on slow currents of breath. The space held a restful hush that grew deeper with every passing moment. The path was marked by faint light and soft shadows, guiding slow, careful steps. The quiet was a gentle companion, steady and comforting as time unfolded. Soft footsteps traced a calm and steady rhythm, each one a small, tender beat in the night's quiet song. The corridor embraced the sound with gentle stillness. A low light shimmered peacefully in the distance, its calm presence like a quiet heart. The gentle glow invited rest and soft, slow breaths in the stillness. The silence settled gently, embracing the quiet space like a warm, soft blanket. It was a moment of peaceful stillness, inviting gentle rest and deep, slow breath. The narrow corridor opens quietly, its stone walls capturing soft echoes. Each small sound lingers gently, wrapping the air in a slow, whispering embrace, guiding the traveler forward with quiet steps and tranquil calm. Far away, a single drop of water falls slowly, its sound deliberate and spaced in the hushed passage. The silence embraces the drop, allowing it to ripple gently, like a quiet heartbeat in the labyrinth's calm stillness. Torchlight flickers softly against the walls, shifting shadows like quiet waves in a gentle sea. The moving light feels alive, carrying warmth along the stones, while the darkness breathes slowly between each soft shimmer. Each step comes slowly, the sound light and measured on the cold stone floor. The rhythm rises and falls like distant waves, marking the path with quiet presence, soft enough to blend into the labyrinth's unfolding stillness. A calm breath rises and falls slowly, mingling gently with the still air. It moves like a soft breeze, barely stirring the quiet, allowing the labyrinth's peace to deepen around the traveler's steady rhythm. Rough stone surfaces brush silently by the wandering hands. Each small groove and grain holds stories of age and patience, textures felt slowly, like reading the soft parchment pages of a long-forgotten tale. A dark archway stretches ahead, its edges blurring as light fades gently into shadow. The quiet passage invites slow steps forward, where darkness holds soft secrets waiting in patient stillness. Silence itself seems to echo softly here, as if the stones remember quiet breaths and steps long past. The stillness reverberates gently, wrapping the path in a warm, hushed comfort. The torchlight continues its gentle dance, flickering slow and even. Shadows ripple like slow-moving waves, spreading a soft golden warmth across the muted tones of ancient stone surfaces. A faint, cool draft sighs through the passageway, brushing quietly against skin and stone. It carries whispers of distant places, cool and soft like a gentle wind weaving through the still air. Steps fall lightly again, their gentle tread a soothing rhythm on the smooth stone path. Quiet and unhurried, each footfall blends effortlessly with the silence that fills the labyrinth corridors. A slow, muffled heartbeat thumps calmly beneath the quiet. It pulses in time with breath and footsteps, a soft drum that hums throughout the stillness like a secret song held within the stones. Fingers glide over the coarse stone grains, smoothing with gentle touch. Each tiny ridge and valley speaks of slow ages past, textures worn yet steadfast, felt quietly beneath calm, wandering hands. Glimmers from a softly flickering torch catch the eye, fleeting and tender as they trace the edges of shadows. Each small glow seems to breathe gently, alive with calm and warmth. The air remains cool and still, a quiet presence flowing throughout the labyrinth's paths. It carries a soothing chill that rests softly on skin, inviting slow breaths and peaceful wandering. Gentle whispers of air drift faintly through narrow halls, soft and elusive. They weave around corners and stones, like quiet voices telling slow stories beneath the labyrinth's still surface. An empty stone niche rests bathed in soft, warm light. Its quiet space holds a calm promise, a pause in the journey where shadows play gently against smooth curves of ancient stone. Slow steps carry the traveler through winding bends, each curve revealing more of the labyrinth's quiet heart. The air feels still and thick with calm, inviting deep and easy breaths. Hands touch the cool stone walls, feeling smooth surfaces beneath soft skin. The quiet cold seeps gently, anchoring the traveler in the slow, steady pulse of the labyrinth's calm embrace. Still shadows hold silent watch in the dim corridor, quiet sentinels in deep repose. Their presence is steady and unhurried, a gentle guardianship that soothes the traveling soul. The torch's warm glow bathes stone surfaces in soft honeyed light. The ambient warmth invites slow reflection, its gentle flicker creating a peaceful rhythm in the labyrinth's quiet heartbeat. Steady air flows steadily through the long corridor, cool and constant. It carries the scent of ancient stone in quiet spaces, settling softly within the labyrinth's winding embrace. Footsteps echo slowly behind, a distant rhythm fading softly into the labyrinth's depths. Their quiet resonance bends gently around corners, lulling the space with timeless calm. Quiet presses softly within the stones themselves, a profound stillness that settles deeply. It invites silent pause and slow breathing, holding the traveler gently in the labyrinth's peaceful heart. The corridor twists gently into deeper shadows, each curve unveiling a slow transition from light to dark. The subtle change feels like a quiet breath drawing inward, calm and unspoken. Dust stirs lightly in the still air, moving in slow, delicate dances bathed in quiet light. The gentle motion is barely perceptible, weaving calm motion into the deep silence around. The passage lies empty, filled only with stillness. Quiet envelopes the space like a soft blanket, inviting slow steps and gentle breaths as the labyrinth holds its calm vigil. A faint rustle travels quietly, as air slips softly around cold stones. The subtle sound blends with shadows, a gentle reminder of life moving slowly through the stillness. Shadows flicker slowly across the corridor, cast by the quiet dance of torch flames. Their gentle movements weave patterns of light and dark, a soft rhythm in the labyrinth's calm embrace. Breaths grow stiller, deep within the quiet dark. Each inhale and exhale flows slow and smooth, carrying peace into every corner of the labyrinth's gentle passageways. Careful steps tread slowly on hard stone, sound muffled and light. The motion feels deliberate and mindful, as if each footfall is a quiet question answered only by the stillness around. A distant light glows softly ahead, a quiet beacon in the dark. Its gentle radiance promises a slow unfolding, a calm arrival wrapped in the labyrinth's peaceful hush. A soft chill brushes gently along the corridor, cool and delicate. It stirs calm awareness in the air, a quiet caress that deepens the stillness's embrace around the traveler. Hands reach slowly into quiet spaces where shadows linger softly. The touch is gentle and exploratory, drawing out calm textures and slow light from hidden corners of the labyrinth's heart. Calm settles deeply through winding halls, a flowing stillness that wraps the traveler like a gentle cloak. The steady quiet breathes slow, guiding each step with serene certainty. A muted glow washes over the slowly turning stones, gentle and smooth. It softens edges and colors alike, inviting eyes to rest and calm to fill the silent labyrinth path. Soft footfalls fade slowly into the distance, their quiet rhythm growing more distant and calm. The labyrinth listens and holds these moments gently in the heart of stillness. Stillness hangs heavy in the labyrinth path, every stone holding the quiet weight. This pause feels deep, a breath held long and slow before the journey continues onward. A single torch flickers quietly in the shadows, its flame breathing with a slow, gentle pulse. Light and dark mingle softly here, wrapped in the labyrinth's endless quiet embrace. The corridor's end draws near, silence gathering like a soft curtain. The journey pauses here, wrapped in gentle calm where shadow and light fold into one slow, peaceful breath. A gentle torchlight flickers softly, casting a warm, amber glow against the cool, ancient stone walls. The light pulses slowly, inviting calm and quiet as the shadows begin to stretch and sway gently in the stillness. The smooth stone walls feel cool and solid under quiet footsteps. The muted earth tones of the walls reflect the quiet strength of the ancient stones, holding the calm air and subtle light in their steady presence. Slow and gentle footsteps echo softly through the silent corridor. Each step is deliberate, blending into the calm environment, carrying a sense of measured patience and a quiet journey through the dimly lit passage. Shadows dance lightly, swaying slowly with the gentle flicker of the torchlight. They ripple along the cool stone surfaces, creating peaceful, ever-changing shapes that flow quietly without haste or disturbance. The still, cool air carries a faint, soothing scent of stone and distant earth. It lingers gently in the corridor, wrapping around the quiet light and echoing steps like a soft, invisible breath. A small torch flame dances quietly in the calm darkness, its gentle movements casting slow, wavering light. The delicate flame feels alive yet peaceful, nurturing the dim corridor with its soft, warm touch. Soft echoes stretch gently along the stone corridor. Each whispered sound fades slowly into the cool, still air, leaving behind a blanket of tranquil silence that seems to hold the moment in timeless rest. The cool, smooth texture of the stone invites quiet, gentle touches. Fingers grazing softly over the walls feel their ancient sturdiness, tracing the quiet lines and the calming stillness held within their cold embrace. A warm glow spreads softly from the steady torchlight. It bathes the nearby stone in tender amber hues, softening edges and easing the chill with its gentle, embracing warmth that soothes the quiet corridor. Breaths mingle quietly with the cold stillness around, merging softly into the air. There is a rhythm here, slow and even, like the gentle pulse of the corridor itself, inviting peaceful rest and calm reflection. A faint scent of damp stone drifts softly in the cool air. It is earthy and calm, carrying the whispers of forgotten times and mingling with the slow rhythm of breath and torchlight's hush. Long shadows stretch gently along the quiet walls, growing and shrinking with each flicker of the torch. They flow in slow, peaceful motion, touching the cool stones with soft, dark fingers that soothe and calm. Slow, steady footfalls continue softly on the stone floors. Each footfall is careful and deliberate, blending gently into the quietness, keeping the rhythm of the journey calm and unhurried. A glimmer of torchlight sparkles on the cool stone, reflecting tiny points of light that seem to dance quietly. The subtle shimmer feels alive and soothing, bringing gentle warmth to the shadowed corridor. The silent corridor sighs quietly with a faint, cool draft. The subtle breath of air stirs the torch flames gently, carrying the corridor's timeless calm and speaking softly in the stillness of stone and light. Torchlight pulses gently in a rhythmic, soothing glow. It breathes slowly along the stone walls, creating a quiet, heartbeat-like presence that calms the senses and calms the room into peaceful stillness. The cold stones hold a calm, steady presence nearby. Their quiet strength anchors the corridor, inviting slow breaths and gentle touches, a foundation of peace beneath the flickering, warm glow of flame. Torch flames flicker gently, casting calm patterns. The light breathes slowly, molding quiet shapes on the stone, inviting eyes to rest and hearts to slow in the soothing, undisturbed dark. Echoes fade slowly down the quiet, cool corridor. Sounds grow distant and soft, as if retreating into the stone itself, leaving behind only a deep and peaceful silence to enfold the space. Steps advance calmly, blending softly with the air. Each movement feels like a quiet pulse within the still stone corridor, keeping steady time and carrying a sense of gentle purpose and restful pace. The coolness of the stone walls embraces gentle touch. Fingers trace slow paths across textured, ancient surfaces, connecting quietly with the cool, steady heart of the corridor's serene stillness. Soft shifting shadows create peaceful, quiet forms. The slow dance of light and dark on the stone surfaces invites the eyes to soften and the mind to drift gently in the warmth of the quiet air. Warmth from the torchlight spreads softly, easing the chill of the stone corridor. It flows slowly like a tender breath, inviting calm muscles and quiet minds to rest in the subtle glow and gentle heat. The corridor breathes quietly with subtle air movements. Cool drafts stir softly around the ancient stones and flickering flames, carrying a sense of slow, lived-in calm mingled with timeless patience. Torchlight shimmers softly on the textured stone walls, creating tiny waves of color and warmth. The slow, tender light soothes the senses and invites quiet moments of reflection within the calm corridor. Footsteps fall rhythmically, slow and steady nearby. Their gentle cadence blends naturally with the breathing cracks of stone and flame, shaping a lullaby of soft sounds that ease the mind toward restful calm. A calm breeze flows lightly along the stone passage. It carries coolness and quiet, moving softly with the rhythm of a gentle breath, brushing past the torchlight and whispering through the stillness. A distant torch glows faintly, casting soft light far away along the corridor. Its muted amber warmth reaches out slowly through the cool air, a quiet beacon amidst the shadows and stillness. Whispers of stone surfaces fill the quiet corridor. They speak in soft, ancient tones, the slow settling of dust, the faint hum of time itself, waiting patiently beneath the torch's gentle flame. Slow flickering light soothes the chilled stone nearby. The gentle glow breathes with quiet rhythm, easing shadows and time alike, enfolding the corridor in a tender, calming embrace that invites rest. Shadows move slowly across the cool, still stones. Their quiet journey is unhurried and smooth, wrapping the corridor in a gentle dance of dark and light that calms the senses and slows the pulse. The cool stone presence offers a gentle, steady touch. It stands firm and quiet, its unchanging coolness a soothing reassurance to soft hands and tired feet within the warmth of the fading light. A soft breeze ruffles torch flames quietly nearby. The light bends and sways with gentle motions, creating a calm interplay of warmth and coolness, flame and stone, a quiet harmony in the still corridor. Calm echoes linger gently along smooth stone surfaces. Sounds fade slowly into the cool air, leading trails of quiet that drift and dissolve in timeless peace beneath the warm torchlight's soothing watch. Warm light slowly melts shadows into quiet darkness. The corridor settles deeper into calm, the gentle glow softening edges and smoothing space, embracing the night with a quiet, tender warmth. Quiet steps linger softly on cool stone floors. Each soft imprint is a gentle presence, a slow, steady rhythm that fills the corridor with a sense of calm companionship in the fading light. Light sways gently with the softest of motions, reflected in the flickering torch. The slow dance of flame and shadow calms the busy mind and invites a drifting surrender to peaceful twilight. Stone seems to breathe coolness quietly in the calm air. Its steady presence feels alive with a slow pulse, a deep and ancient rhythm that soothes and enfolds all who pass gently through its embrace. Soft glow of torchlight fills the still corridor air, casting warm hues that wrap the ancient stones in gentle folds of light. The quiet brightness invites calm eyes and slow, deep breaths under the night's hush. Silent stone remains calm beneath flickering flame light. It holds the quiet secrets of time with steady grace, offering a resting place of gentle stillness for weary travelers and their soft, slowing breaths. Soft footsteps echo gently on the worn stone floor, each step falling quietly as if speaking the language of calm. The light footsteps stirred the stillness of the ancient corridor, inviting the senses to quietly awaken to the gentle rhythm. Faint echoes drifted slowly through the silent, empty corridor, carrying whispers of distant movement. The sound faded softly, wrapping the stone walls in a gentle embrace, as if the past itself was breathing quietly around the stillness. A calm silence filled the narrow, shadowed passage. The air was cool and still, inviting slow breaths as shadows lay quietly against the walls. Time seemed to pause, holding its breath in the gentle quiet of the ancient stone. Torch flames flickered softly against the cold walls, casting warm, amber light that danced gently. The slow movement of flame whispered quiet tales, touching softly on smooth stones and falling into tender shadow. Footsteps moved slowly onward, their rhythm steady and calm. Each step was a quiet beat in the stillness, blending seamlessly with the murmurs of the stone around them, creating a peaceful melody within the ancient embrace. Sounds gently faded into the quiet, still air, like a soft breath released into the darkness. The gentle fading of echoes carried away the last hints of movement, leaving only calm and peaceful silence wrapped around the corridor. The hallway lay silent, bathed in dim, warm light. Empty and still, it held a tranquil grace as whispers of the past settled softly in the air. The gentle warmth coaxed calm breaths and slow steps forward. Each step was soft, barely disturbing the stillness. Gentle footsteps carry a careful hush, moving slowly as if respecting the sacred quiet of the passage, wrapped in soft glow and cooling shadows. Shadows dance slowly in the pale torch glow, shifting with a gentle life of their own. They move like quiet breaths on the ancient walls, wrapping the space in a soft embrace of dark and light. Echoes whispered faintly across the empty space, like the soft murmur of wind through leaves. They floated gently, touching the ears with distant memories and carrying a calm stillness through the quiet halls. The passage remained serene, untouched by noise. Stillness wrapped around the stones like a soft blanket, inviting slow breaths and quiet thoughts, held tenderly in the warm, gentle glow of fading light. Footsteps kept a gentle, unhurried pace forward, steady and calm. The slow rhythm was soothing, echoing softly like a heartbeat, carrying the feeling of quiet passage through ancient stone and gentle light. Torchlight glowed softly, casting warm amber hues along the stone. The gentle light embraced the corridor, weaving quiet comfort and guiding slow steps beneath its tender warmth, softened by shadows that moved with grace. Step by step, Quiet sounds filled the still corridor, each one a gentle note in the soft symphony of silence. The slow pace invited calm reflection, the breath steady, the heart quiet and at peace. Long echoes murmured faintly beyond the far walls, like whispers from unseen places. They floated gently through the cool air, folding into the quiet, where time slowed and the world hushed into calm. A peaceful silence wrapped the quiet stone corridor, thick like a gentle blanket. It held the still air tenderly, inviting slow, deep breaths, a serene pause where only quiet thoughts might wander softly along the walls. Torch flames danced lightly in the cool evening air, their gentle flickers like whispers of warmth in the quiet stone. Each flame moved tenderly, casting soft, shifting light that invited rest and slowed heartbeats. Footsteps fell slow and soft on ancient stone steps, measured like a quiet breath. Each careful movement was filled with gentle intent, moving onward in a rhythm of calm that hushed the world around it. Whispers of echoes traveled gently through the space, soft and slow as if carrying secrets just out of reach. The sound moved quietly across the stone, filling the air with gentle murmurs like a lullaby of the past. The sound of soft steps blended into quiet stillness, their presence gentle and light. Each quiet footfall was a tender touch upon ancient stone, falling softly into the calm rhythm of breath and shadow. The corridor lay peaceful, waiting in quiet dark. Shadows softened edges, and the air was still and cool, inviting rest and deep inhalations of calm. The slow, steady heartbeat of the passage was felt in the silence. Torchlight shimmered softly, casting gentle light that spread warmth across cold stone surfaces. The slow dance of light breathed life into the quiet, wrapping the corridor in a soft, glowing embrace. Echoes rolled gently on the cold stone surfaces, slow and soothing like the ebb of a quiet tide. Their faint murmurs filled the space with softness, a gentle chorus that cradled the senses in tranquil sound. A steady pace marked time in the hushed passage. Footsteps fell lightly and evenly, a quiet pulse felt more than heard, mixing with the softness of shadows and the warmth of fading torchlight. Shadows shifted slowly with the flickering light, barely moving and whispering softly against the stone. They blended with the quiet air, shaping gentle forms that breathed quietly in the glow of amber softness. Silence encouraged a calm and steady breathing rhythm. The quiet passage held space for gentle thoughts and slow breaths, each inhalation a soft pulse of peace that settled deeply within the soul of the corridor. The faintest sounds echoed gently along the hall, like the caress of a distant breeze. Each gentle whisper mingled with shadows and light, weaving a quiet tapestry of peaceful sound and soft movement. Each step was careful, quiet on the ancient floor. The slow movement was respectful and gentle, filling the corridor with a soft cadence that intertwined with the stillness and subdued light. Faraway footsteps echoed quietly down the passage, mingling with the soft breath of the stone and the flicker of torchlight. They whispered slowly, disappearing gently into the calming dark. The torch flame moved softly, casting tender light that shimmered peacefully. Its slow flicker breathed warmth gently into the shadows, a calm heartbeat glowing quietly in the cool stone air. The still air carried soft sounds of movement nearby, barely stirring the silence. The cool breath of the corridor held calm and gentle presence, inviting slow, deep quiet breaths in the warmth of fading light. Soft footsteps paced slowly through the calm darkness, each step a gentle pulse of presence. Quiet breaths mingled with the fading light, motion and stillness weaving quietly together in a gentle embrace. Silence echoed gently, wrapping the empty halls tight like a soft cloak. The quiet cradled the ancient stones and shadows, whispering peace and slow, tender breaths that said the world could rest tonight. The steady flame flickered calmly against cold stone, its slow dance a comforting presence. The light breathed softly into the darkness, a tender glow that invited rest and quiet reflection. Quiet footsteps pass softly through the dim pathway, barely disturbing the surrounding stillness. The gentle rhythm blended with the flickering light and deep shadows, creating a peaceful lull in the ancient stone. Shadows held still, breathing softly with the light. They rested quietly against the cold stone, merging gently with each flicker, as if the walls themselves sighed in quiet comfort and peace. Echoes drifted slowly along the empty stone walls, like soft murmurs carried on a gentle breeze. They filled the space quietly, weaving calm and slow breaths into the very air of the passage. Steps moved gently, barely stirring the silent air. Their quiet presence was part of the calm, a subtle pulse that urged slow breathing and peaceful rest beneath the soft glow of fading light. The passage remained calm with soft light and sound, a sanctuary of quiet and gentle warmth. Time seemed to slow, inviting listeners to rest, breathe, and become part of the peaceful stillness. Slow footfalls faded softly into the quiet night, each step a gentle farewell whispered to the ancient stone. The hush settled around the space like a soothing lullaby, closing the chapter with peaceful calm. Soft footsteps echoed gently, barely stirring the silence that cloaks the labyrinth's winding corridors. Each step is delicate, a slow breath that blends with the quiet, inviting calm through the endless stone paths. Torchlight flickers slowly against the labyrinth's walls, casting dancing shadows that sway softly like a quiet breeze. The warm light pulses gently, its glow a calm rhythm in the still darkness. The cool stone walls stand silent and steady, absorbing the distant hush that drifts through the labyrinth. Their textured surfaces feel ancient, exhaling a quiet strength that wraps softly around the passing moments. Faraway sounds float faintly, drifting through the endless twists and turns of the labyrinth. The echoes trail slowly, soft and blurred, like whispers fading gently into sleepy stillness. Footsteps fall with calm and measured rhythm on the smooth stone floor. Each step is even and quiet, a gentle pulse that mingles with the labyrinth's hushed breath. A faint breeze flows softly through the corridor, barely moving dust motes that dance lightly in the torchlight. The air's gentle touch cools the stone and whispers through the quiet space. The torchlight dims and flickers quietly as it sways with unseen motions. Shadows move softly, hesitant and slow, their muted dance blending with the calm and dimming glow. The passage bends slowly, shadows lengthening with ease and crawling gently along the stone. This quiet curve embraces stillness, inviting slow breathing and rest within its soft fold. Stone surfaces remain cool and quiet beneath the soft torchlight. Their steady presence feels comforting, as if the labyrinth itself is holding a tender lullaby beneath the slow breath of night. Tiny echoes wander gently through the empty halls, each whisper folding softly into the still air. Sounds dissolve slowly, like quiet sighs resting lightly within the labyrinth's heart. The corridor stretches dimly ahead, wrapped warmly in a hush of calm. Shadows blur into one another, and gentle light weaves a slow path for wandering footsteps to follow. A faint glow emits steadily from the torch, unhurried and constant. Its warm light cushions the stone walls, inviting a gentle peace that moves softly like a calm breath. Steps advance softly, measured and slow, each one a gentle heartbeat moving through the stillness. The labyrinth listens quietly, holding its breath in restful anticipation. Air drifts silently through narrow spaces, barely stirring within the labyrinth's folds. It carries whispered calm, wrapping the passage in a cool and tender embrace. Shadows move slowly with the hesitant flicker of torchlight, their gentle dance a quiet rhythm. The labyrinth breathes softly in the dim glow, wrapped in a serene and tender stillness. The passage holds a quiet stillness, enveloping everything softly in a breath of calm. Time seems to slow, allowing every detail to rest gently in the muted light. Footfalls repeat softly, a slow and steady rhythm that blends peacefully with surrounding silence. Each step is a gentle echo, merging quietly with the labyrinth's steady heart. Torchlight shivers intermittently across the ancient stones, like breathing light embraced by gentle shadows. The flicker is soft and subtle, weaving quiet patterns on the walls. Spaces echo faintly, keeping warm, distant sounds locked within their hollow depths. The labyrinth cradles these echoes softly, like a tender memory lingering quietly. Walls hold shadows softly, as the light gradually fades into deeper quiet. The labyrinth stone embraces the growing dark, a gentle veil settling around the ancient path. Soft steps continue calmly, careful and light, leaving no sharp sound behind. The slow pace blends seamlessly with the restful labyrinth air, floating quietly onward. A subtle glimmer of light brushes the cool stone faintly, like a breath of warmth in the dark. The soft shimmer travels slowly, dancing quietly along the ancient surfaces. A slow breath of air moves quietly through the corridor, barely shifting the stillness. It is a gentle presence, smoothing the silence and carrying cool calm within its flow. Muted sounds whisper lightly, barely touching the broad silence of the labyrinth. They wander slowly, soft and tender, like distant memories fading with a gentle sigh. The gentle glow remains steady and warm in peaceful shadows. It pulls softly around the stones, holding a calm refuge within the quiet, ancient maze. Steps echo softly, a tender lull unfolding in the stillness. Each sound is gentle and fading, a quiet pulse that embraces the labyrinth with soothing rhythm. Shadows shift calmly along the quiet walls, moving with unhurried rhythm. Their slow play is comforting, a silent dance wrapped in muted light and soft stone. Light flows smoothly through the passage, wrapping stone and shadow in gentle warmth. It moves like a quiet stream, comforting and steady in its soft embrace. The cool stone breathes a quiet comfort beneath the flickering torchlight. Its steady presence holds the space gently, like a soft whisper resting on tired feet. Light slowly fades, merging shadows into calmness. The labyrinth sinks softly into deeper quiet, wrapped tenderly in a hush that soothes and slows the heart. The corridor rests calmly now, enfolded in soft, enveloping silence. Time feels suspended, and every breath slows gently, cradled by the labyrinth's peaceful stillness. Torchlight flickers gently, casting muted reflections that ripple quietly on the stone. The light moves softly, a tender heartbeat in the calm, ancient labyrinth air. Steps fall slowly here, their rhythm soft and unhurried. Each footfall is a gentle pause, a quiet moment blossoming within the labyrinth's serene embrace. Silence echoes softly through wandering empty halls, filling the spaces with a gentle stillness. Time stretches like a calm breath, unbroken and tender. Light and shadow mingle quietly along the worn labyrinth walls, sliding gently past one another. Their slow blending is like a soft story told in muted earth tones and tender hues. Air moves faintly here, carrying whispered calm through the quiet maze. It slips softly between walls, a muffled breath that cools and soothes the still space. A dim glow lingers steady amid the quiet stone, a calm light that neither rushes nor fades. It settles warmly, a soft flame guarding this ancient place of rest. The passage feels soft beneath careful, slow steps. The stones absorb each footfall with gentle grace, sheltering all in a calm rhythm that invites rest and quiet breathing. Light fades gently now, blending shadows into soothing dark. The labyrinth breathes softly, wrapped in quiet comfort, a tender lull enveloping all within its stone walls. The corridor rests in quiet calm, shadows softly deepening as night enfolds the stones. This restful place holds a gentle stillness, inviting slow breaths and sweet, soft dreams. Gentle torchlight flickers softly along the cool stone walls, casting a warm and tender light that brushes the ancient surfaces. The glow invites a slow breath and quiet moments of peace along the corridor's length. Soft footsteps echo tenderly across the cold stone floor, each step a calm ripple in the stillness. The sound lingers faintly, like a whispered rhythm weaving gently through the quiet corridor. Shadows dance quietly on the walls, rhythmically swaying with the gentle flicker of torchlight. Their slow movement plays like a soft story told in dark shapes, blending calm and warmth. A silent corridor stretches quietly ahead, cool and dimly lit. The air feels still, wrapped in gentle shadows and subtle light, inviting a slow and thoughtful passage through its calm embrace. Soft torchlight glimmers tenderly on rough stone surfaces, tracing delicate patterns and textures with warm light. The cool walls seem to breathe slowly beneath the gentle glow, wrapped in calmness. A light breath of air drifts softly against the cool walls, stirring quiet whispers in the still corridor. This gentle motion carries a faint chill, blending with ancient stone and warm light. Faraway sounds drift gently through the stone halls, faint and soothing. The echoes pulse like whispered memories, filling the quiet space with slow, moving sounds of a world beyond the corridor. Footsteps move slowly, their softness blending perfectly with the quiet stone pathway. Each step is measured and calm, echoing a gentle rhythm that soothes the mind and invites restfulness. The torchlight flickers quietly, casting a gentle dance of light over shadowed walls. This soft movement creates a hypnotic wave of warmth and darkness that soothes the eyes and mind alike. The cool stone walls feel smooth and solid beneath slow fingertips. Their texture tells silent stories of time past, calm and steady, offering quiet comfort in their enduring presence. A calm silence fills the narrow stone corridor, soothing and deep. This quiet passage invites slow thoughts and soft breaths, wrapped in the steady coolness of ancient stone and tender light. Soft light from the torch casts a warm, dim glow across the stone surfaces. This gentle illumination feels like a soft embrace, calming the senses and inviting slow, restful moments. Light footsteps echo quietly down the empty hall, each sound a soft murmur in the still air. They fade slowly, like a gentle sigh drifting across the cold stones. The stone walls hold a cool and calm presence all around, seeming to breathe slow and steady with the quiet night. Their ancient strength offers gentle comfort in the stillness. Gentle flickers of torchlight move softly along the walls, creating a slow and steady rhythm of light and shadow. The warm glow invites calm and quiet as it dances gently. Echoes of distant sounds drift gently through the stone, their softness blending with the quiet walls. This tender murmuring feels like a lullaby carried through time and space. A quiet corridor sprawls beneath flickering shadows, each shape moving slowly in the soft torchlight. The delicate dance of darkness and light invites a breath of peace and slowness. Warm light touches the cold stone in quiet ripples, tracing gentle waves across the surface. The contrast of warmth and chill creates a delicate balance that invites stillness and calm. Soft breaths mingle with the air in the still hallway, steady and slow. Each intake and release blends gently with the cool stone presence, creating a peaceful rhythm of life and quietness. Slow steps pace softly on the stone, calm and steady as they move. Each footfall is a quiet echo of grace, carrying a serene whisper through the ancient halls. The torch's gentle glow paints the walls in soft warmth, a tender light that embraces the cool stone. This calm illumination invites restful eyes and a slowing of time. The stone surfaces hold a faint and soothing chill, cool against gentle touch or slow breath. This quiet coldness brings a calm clarity, like a slow pause in an unfolding dream. A stone path stretches quietly under soft torchlight, each step forward a gentle movement within stillness. The path invites a slow journey through calm, steady light and shadow. Warm flickers of flame dance softly on stone walls, a quiet and steady rhythm of light that soothes the senses. The gentle warmth feels like a tender heart beating softly in the dark. A peaceful silence settles over the cool stone hall, wrapping the space like a gentle blanket. This quiet comfort invites slow breaths and resting thoughts, calm and deep. Stone textures appear softly beneath the dim light, each crack and ridge whispering ancient stories. The gentle illumination reveals a quiet beauty in the worn surfaces. Light plays gently over stones in quiet swirls, movements slow and tender. The warm glow flows like a soft caress, wrapping the surfaces in calm and careful strokes. Slow footfalls resonate calmly through the stone way, each step a gentle echo in stillness. The rhythm moves like a lullaby, steady and comforting in the hushed corridor. The torch flickers softly, casting gentle shadows that sway quietly on the stone walls. This tender movement blends light and dark in a calm, rhythmic pulse. Calm stone walls embrace the hall with a steady coolness, silent and enduring. Their presence offers a quiet shelter, gentle and strong, easing the mind toward peace. Soft glowing light traces slow arcs on rough stone, moving gently like the breath of time itself. This tender brightness invites a moment of deep calm and quiet wonder. The corridor stretches quietly ahead, lit by soft torchlight that fades gently into the distance. Calm shadows embrace the path, inviting peaceful footsteps and slow breathing. Faint shadows move gently under the warm light, almost like slow dancers on the stone stage. Their soft gestures weave a tranquil story of light and dark in restful silence. Still air carries a coolness embraced softly by the stone walls. This gentle chill blends with the warmth of the torchlight, creating a tender balance of sensations in the quiet hall. Gentle shadows play soft patterns on the stone, moving slowly as if breathing with the light. Their quiet dance soothes the eyes and calms the racing thoughts, inviting rest. Quiet steps echo slowly on the cold stone, their soft rhythm blending with the stillness. Each distant echo fades gently, like a fading song carried on a cool breeze. Warm torchlight softens the stone's cool hardness, wrapping the surfaces in a tender glow. The gentle warmth invites a safe and serene space for quiet and dreams. Stone silence rests softly over the quiet corridor, wrapping the space like a protective hush. In this calm stillness, breath slows and heart quiets, touched by gentle serenity. A soft flicker glows gently on cool stone walls, moving like a whispered secret. This tender light feels like a quiet heartbeat, steady and slow, welcoming rest and calm. Slow footsteps fade softly into the hushed distance, leaving behind a peaceful silence that wraps the ancient stones. This gentle ending invites a deep rest, wrapped in calm and quiet. Soft footsteps fall slowly upon the smooth stone floor, each tap gentle and measured. The sound breathes quietly into the stillness, a peaceful rhythm that soothes the ear and calms the heart, inviting rest beneath muted tones. Faint echoes drift down long, empty halls. They speak in softness, a distant murmur barely stirring the still air, wrapping the quiet space in a gentle cloak of sound that fades softly into the shadows. A dim, flickering light casts gentle shadows along the walls. It glimmers slowly, bending softly around corners and shapes, bathing the space in a warmth that soothes and quiets wandering thoughts in muted earth hues. The corridor stretches long and narrow, wrapped in stillness. Silence holds each breath, every step becoming part of the peaceful calm, with the soft parchment texture of the walls absorbing all sound gently into the muted earth tones around. A slow, steady breath moves quietly through the cool, still air. The gentle rhythm mingles with the fading light and the soft echoing steps, drawing a calmness that settles softly around, deep and unhurried. Far down the hallway, the faint sound of footsteps echoes softly. They move with gentle purpose, their distance making them feel like whispered reminders of presence in this quiet, timeless place. Shadows shift slowly on the walls, playing quietly as the flickering light dances. Their slow movement creates a soothing ballet of dark and light, soft and still, in gentle muted colors and calm, simple shapes. Echoes gently expand and soften in the hollow spaces, drifting like delicate whispers. They stretch quietly, filling the empty halls with calm, wrapping the space in a breath of sound that eases into peaceful stillness. Measured steps trace slow paths across the aged stone tiles. Each footfall is a gentle note in the quiet song of the hall, flowing tenderly through the muted tapestry of light, shadow, and stillness. A light breeze barely stirs the nearby curtains, making soft waves that catch minimal light. It moves like a whisper among the stone and shadows, bringing a breath of life to the silent, waiting space. Muffled noises drift softly through the thick walls, distant and hushed. They become part of the quiet music surrounding the stones, gentle echoes that blend into the muted earth hues of stillness and time. Steps move quietly forward, barely breaking the silence. Their softness carries a rhythm slow and steady, each one part of the calm flowing through the hall's muted earth tones and ancient, textured walls. Faint echoes of movement travel far away, tender and slow. They drift over stone and shadow, weaving quietly into the still air like fading memories carried on a gentle breeze. A gentle dim glow illuminates the nearby space softly, creating a small pool of warmth amid the shadows. The light lingers calmly, inviting the eyes to rest and breathe softly in the quiet earth tones. Slow, soft footsteps draw near with quiet grace. Each step is a gentle movement, blending seamlessly with the calm shadows and warm, muted light that wraps the hall tenderly. The hall rests in peaceful silence, empty and calm. Still air holds the gentle hush, and shadows stretch long, folding the space into a quiet sanctuary of muted earth tones and ancient whispers. Soft echoes fade gradually into the distance, their gentle whispers dissolving like breath in air. The sound slips quietly away, leaving the hall wrapped in calm, deep stillness and muted light. Deliberate, unhurried footsteps move nearby, a soothing rhythm in the peaceful stillness. Their slow pace invites the heart to rest and the mind to wander gently through muted tones and soft parchment textures. A soft light glimmers dimly, barely illuminating the space with warmth. It bends quietly around corners and stones, drawing gentle shapes in the muted earth palette as it breathes stillness through the hall. Footsteps blend gently with the quiet air, moving like a whisper upon the stone. Their softness is a quiet harmony woven through the stillness, a calm pulse beneath the muted brown and ochre hues. Delicate echoes rise faintly from far down the halls, stretching in soft ripples. They travel gently, a whispered melody folding into the silence, painting the air with muted earth hums and shadowed calm. Slow, gentle steps pace calmly forward, steady and assured. They create a quiet rhythm that settles the space into deep peace, the muted earth tones blending softly with shadows and still walls. The corridor lies quiet and faintly lit, wrapped in a gentle dimness. Shadows hold their breath while the soft glow weaves slowly across stone surfaces, inviting a calm rest wrapped in muted beige and brown tones. Measured footsteps cross the cold stone slowly, each step steady and soft. The sound blends with quiet shadows and subtle light, forming a tranquil rhythm that moves through the ancient corridors. Soft echoes bounce quietly between the stone walls, undulating gently in the still air. They scatter like whispered secrets, fading slowly into quiet nothingness beneath muted earth hues. Flickering lights cast muted glows that shimmer faintly along the stone surfaces. Their gentle dance moves slowly in the deep calm, painting the hall with warm, understated light and shadow. Footsteps move silently, barely stirring the calm stillness. Each step is a whispered touch on the ancient floor, a soft presence wrapped in muted colors and the gentle breath of the old stone halls. Slow footsteps fade softly into the far distance, their sound dimming like a gentle sigh. They merge into the fading light and cool shadows of the quiet corridor beyond. The hallway breathes calm, empty and still. Silence fills the space, with soft light and shaded stone folding together in a gentle embrace of muted earth tones and slow, steady quiet. Echoes soften and dissolve gently in the air, drifting away like fragile leaves on a calm stream. They leave behind a hush that speaks of peace and timeless slow-breathing walls. Gentle footsteps come quietly close, soft as falling leaves on the stone floor. The sound blends seamlessly with the still, muted earth surroundings, a tender rhythm inviting restful calm. A faint glow illuminates the surrounding darkness with tender warmth. It pulls softly around edges, casting gentle shadows that breathe calm and whisper comfort in muted tones. Still air surrounds the quiet space, enveloping it in a peaceful embrace. Every breath feels steeped in calm, the muted light and shadow mingling with the soft texture of ancient stone. Slow steps move with steady grace, pacing gently through the muted space. Each careful movement a quiet note in the soft, textured harmony of shadow and light beneath the earth tone walls. Peace fills the silent corridor, where time slows and breath deepens. The soft parchment texture of the walls soaks in quiet, while muted earth tones flood the space with gentle stillness. Soft echoes carry gently through the halls, their delicate sound rising and falling like a lullaby. They wrap the space in a calm, timeless melody drawn from muted earth tones and slow flickering light. Slow, steady footsteps tap quietly on the stone floor, creating a soothing rhythm. The sound blends softly with shadow and light, rolling gently through the calm and muted tones of the hall. A faint light glows in the distance, casting soft hues on the ancient stones. Its gentle presence comforts the space, trailing warmth quietly across muted earth tones and slow-moving shadows. Distant footsteps approach softly, slow and calm. Their gentle rhythm grows near, a tender presence flowing through the quiet shadows and muted earth hues of the endless corridor. Echoing footfalls create a calm rhythm through the hall. Their steady, quiet sound resonates gently along stone, inviting a slow breath and peaceful steps within the muted, soft-hued space. The silence in the corridor gently enveloped the senses, wrapping the traveler in stillness. Every breath slowed, as the calm around the cool stones encouraged peaceful quiet, inviting a gentle journey deeper into the softly shadowed labyrinth. Soft footsteps echoed distantly along the winding passage, their gentle rhythm a calm companion. Each sound seemed to drift slowly, merging with the quiet breath of the corridor, whispering a presence without hurry or rush. The flickering torch cast slow, dancing shadows on stone, its light moving softly as if breathing. Shadows swayed gently on the rough surfaces, the warm glow offering a peaceful contrast to the cool, quiet stone. Cool, rough stone walls felt steady and calming to touch, grounding the mind with their quiet strength. Each textured surface held stories of time, their solid presence a gentle anchor in the soft shadows. The corridor stretched silently into muted darkness ahead, its depth fading gently into shadow. The quiet here felt tender, a slow invitation to wander with calm steps and quiet breaths, carried on soft echoes. A distant water drip fell in slow, measured intervals, each drop a solitary note in the calm. The soft rhythm mingled with deep silence, echoing quietly against the stone surfaces and wrapping the labyrinth in gentle sound. A soft, cool breeze moved quietly through the passage, brushing lightly against the walls and stirring faint shadows. The air carried a tender stillness that slowed each breath and deepened the sense of peaceful wandering. Each step fell with a calm, steady rhythm on the stone, the sound soft and unhurried. The slow cadence marked a gentle passage deeper into quiet, the footsteps blending seamlessly with the labyrinth's tender atmosphere. Flickering shadows shifted slowly along the uneven walls, dancing in the dim torchlight like quiet spirits. Their slow sway soothed the senses, filling the labyrinth with a gentle, contemplative light play. A gentle whisper of air traveled softly through the hall, caressing the stones and stirring small dust motes. The sound was barely there, a tender breath moving quietly through the labyrinth's embrace. Smooth stone under fingertips brought a quiet, steady feeling, cool and calming. The traveler's touch traced gentle curves and flat planes, grounding each moment in the labyrinth's timeless embrace. The corridor's quietude settled deeply within the mind, a soft stillness that eased the heart. Time seemed to slow as the traveler breathed gently, wrapped in the calm, enduring silence of the ancient stone. Footsteps slowed into a soft, drifting pace through the maze, each step light and tentative. The traveler moved with gentle care, syncing with the quiet rhythm of the labyrinth's deep breath. Warm torchlight glowed faintly, soothing nearby shadows with its tender embrace. The soft illumination wrapped the stones in quiet comfort, a gentle beacon in the cool, enveloping darkness. Echoes subtly faded into the labyrinth's restful hush, the sounds dissolving gently into quiet space. The fading whisper of footsteps left only tender silence wrapped around the ancient stones. The coolness of stone floor comforted with its steady warmth, a paradox of quiet strength. The traveler felt the slow transfer of cool softness grounding each step in gentle calm. Quiet footsteps left no haste, only slow, thoughtful tread. The labyrinth welcomed each careful step, holding the traveler gently in its quiet arms, as shadows and light met softly on the ancient floor. Softer light danced quietly on uneven stone surfaces, its slow movement weaving patterns of calm and rest. The gentle glow brightened whispered corners, inviting soft breaths and steady steps. A distant breath of air passed gently through the chamber, carrying a quiet secret of the stones. The slow inhale and exhale seemed to merge with the traveler's own, deepening the feeling of calm. Shadows lay calm and still along the rough stone walls, their dark shapes gently blending into the soft light. The quiet forms rested quietly, like long-held breaths suspended in time. Soft sighs accompanied slow footsteps through the tunnel, a tender sound like wind through leaves. Each breath mingled lightly with the quiet, wrapping the traveler in gentle comfort. Flames flickered gently, swaying with quiet, measured breaths. Their soft dance cast tender light, weaving slow patterns on stone, like a quiet lullaby for the wandering soul. Echoes of sound grew still, fading deep into silence. The labyrinth held its breath, the quiet settling softly like a gentle veil over every surface and sound. The air carried calm stillness through the narrow passage, smooth and steady. Each breath drawn here seemed filled with peace, a gentle invitation to rest and slow time. Textures of stone rested softly on the fingertips nearby, cool yet comforting. The traveler's hand moved slowly, feeling every groove and ripple as a tender connection to the past. Light moved slowly, casting gentle patterns on the walls. It wove in quiet arcs, touching corners and softly illuminating the worn stones with a tender, waking glow. Air whispered quietly, caressing the labyrinth stones, softly stirring small dust motes that shimmered in the gentle torchlight. The corridor breathed alongside the traveler's slow, steady steps. Soft footsteps passed by, steady and unhurried in pace. Their quiet presence melded with the warmth of torchlight and the coolness of stone, a gentle rhythm in the labyrinth's calm embrace. Torch glow radiated warmth, easing the night's cool chill. The gentle flame's light wrapped softly around the stones, a tender companion in the deepening quiet of the labyrinth's heart. Slow shadows drifted calmly across cold, solid stone surfaces. Their movement was soft and unhurried, tracing time's quiet passage along every crack and weathered edge. A quiet pulse of silence settled deeply in the corridor, gentle and steady like a slow heartbeat. Time folded softly on itself as the labyrinth waited, calm and enduring. Each footfall created a soft hush in the empty passage, like a whisper pressed gently against stone. The slow steps merged with the labyrinth's quiet breath, a dance of calm and softness. Glowing light flickered softly, dancing with warm breath. The slow sway of flame cast tender patterns that whispered of ancient tales woven quietly into the stones. A calm breeze stirred gently, breathing through the stones. It carried the scent of cool earth and quiet time, flowing softly like a lullaby to ease the traveler's heart and mind. Cool stones radiated a quiet, stable presence all around, offering a steady calm. Their silent endurance wrapped the traveler in a peaceful embrace that echoed with timeless stillness. Slow steps kept a steady, rhythmic beat against the floor. Each footfall was a gentle pulse in the labyrinth's calm heart, moving with measured grace and quiet intent. Light and shadow mingled softly on the aged stone walls, weaving a gentle tapestry of dark and glow. The subtle contrast breathed peace into the passage, inviting slow, thoughtful steps. Night breathed softly through the labyrinth's quiet halls, a slow exhale of shadow and calm. The darkness was tender, filled with restful pauses and gentle promise. Echoes of past steps faded into peaceful stillness nearby, lingering like quiet memories. The corridor held its secrets softly, inviting a gentle presence without urgency or sound. The corridor ended in deep, soothing silence and stillness. Here, the traveler paused, embraced by the ancient stone's quiet peace, wrapped in the soft, endless hush of the labyrinth's heart. Soft torchlight flickers quietly, its warm glow caressing the cold stone walls. The gentle light sways with every breath of still air, casting a calm and soothing ambience over the silent passage. A hand moves slowly, fingertips brushing the cool, smooth stone surface. The quiet chill of the wall contrasts softly against the flickering light, inviting a sense of calm and quiet wonder. The silent corridor stretches ahead, shadows dancing faintly on its ancient surfaces. The stillness hums softly, as if the stone itself breathes slowly in the dim, golden light. Soft footsteps echo gently along the cold, dark passageway. Each step is slow and measured, blending with the quiet breath of the space, breathing life into the stillness without haste. The torch flame sways delicately, casting warm light that moves slowly like a gentle dance. Its flame whispers softly against the surrounding shadows, offering quiet comfort in the still air. Faint amber light embraces the rough stone walls, causing them to glow softly. The glowing surfaces seem to pulse with a quiet life, wrapping the space in tender warmth beneath the cool darkness. A deep silence settles, wrapping the chamber in calm and softness. The quiet is almost tangible, a gentle cushion around every stone, inviting slow breathing and tranquil stillness across the space. Shadows flicker slowly, their soft forms dancing without rush against the ancient stone. They stretch and fold quietly, creating a gentle rhythm of light and dark that whispers through the still air. Breath drifts softly in the cool, still underground air, visible in gentle puffs that dissolve slowly. The coldness mixes quietly with warmth of the torch, a tender dance of contrasts in this resting place. Soft light glimmers calm and steady, flowing gently around the smooth stone surfaces. It hums quietly, like a lullaby of color and warmth in a slow, embracing rhythm that soothes the weary spirit. Footsteps fade into the distance with a soft hush, their echoes dissolving gently like whispers on warm air. The empty corridor seems to hold its breath, welcoming the quiet left behind. The torch's warmth blends softly with the surrounding cool stone. A subtle heat radiates quietly, a tender contrast filling the space with slow comfort and low golden light that soothes and calms. A slow, Steady pulse of light gently touches the stone, ebbing and flowing like a quiet heartbeat. It breathes softly in rhythm with the shadows, a calm presence in the still space. Shadows stretch and contract slowly along the stone walls, as if breathing with the flame. This silent play of dark and light feels like a gentle dance, whispering secrets in a language of calm. Stillness fills the quiet chamber, a soothing presence wrapping all in calm. The air feels soft and heavy, a gentle pause that invites rest and slow, peaceful breathing in the warm glow. Light seems to breathe gently with the flickering fire, rising and falling with soft rhythm. It pulses quietly, wrapping the stone in a tender embrace of warmth and gentle movement. The stone remains cool and smooth beneath the flickering light, a quiet contrast of temperature and texture. Its calm presence offers a grounding stillness in the softly moving glow. Torches line the quiet corridor, glowing soft and unwavering. They stand like gentle sentinels, their flames steady and warm, guarding the serene darkness with tender light. A faint glow pulses quietly along the cold stone path, a gentle heartbeat of light reaching tenderly into the shadows. The slow movement soothes the space with each ebb and flow. Footsteps move slowly, blending gently with the quiet space. Each tread is calm and measured, syncing with the rhythm of light and shadow wrapping the corridor in tender stillness. Shadows curl gently at the edges of flickering light, wrapping themselves in quiet folds. They move slowly, weaving through the space like a soft, dark thread in a tapestry of glow. Rough stone texture feels cool and steady under slow, steady hands. The stone's grain whispers through fingertips, a quiet story told in silent grooves beneath the calming torchlight. Light flickers gently, casting shifting patterns that move quietly along the stone surfaces. These gentle dances of brightness and shade create a restful rhythm in the still silence. The silent hall invites slow, careful movement within its embrace. Each breath and step feels tender, as if the space itself breathes quietly in harmony with gentle visitors. The torch's calm glow warms the cold stone walls softly, bathing the space in gentle amber hues. The light is steady, a quiet companion in the depths of this ancient space. Stone remains still and quiet beneath the soft flame. Its cool surface holds the memory of countless quiet nights, resting unfazed under the gentle, steady torchlight. Torch shadows sway gently with a slow, gentle draft. They move softly on the stone walls, a quiet dance of dark and light that eases the heavy stillness into calm softness. Soft footfalls echo quietly, blending seamlessly into the calm space. Steps fall gently, like whispers on stone, weaving a calming rhythm that matches the flickering light's slow pulse. A faint whisper of wind moves slowly through the corridor, soft as a breath. It stirs the warm air and flickering flames with quiet grace, inviting a gentle stirring of the still space. Gentle light bathes the stone in a warm, steady glow, wrapping the cool surfaces with tender warmth. The soft illumination feels like a lullaby, guiding the passage into peaceful rest. Footsteps fall quiet, blending into the cool stone gently. Each step is a soft echo, a peaceful murmur in the deep calm that envelopes the slow-moving traveler. Flames flicker low, casting soft, warm light that moves slowly and gently. Their quiet dance brings a sense of calm and safety, glowing softly against the textured stone walls. The calm stone holds steady beneath the dancing torchlight, its surface a quiet witness to the soft movements of light and shadow. It exhales a timeless stillness that soothes the restless heart. Light shimmers gently over cold, quiet stone surfaces, creating a slow ripple of brightness and shadow. This tender shimmer feels like the slow breathing of the ancient corridor itself. The slow passage welcomes quiet steps and gentle breaths. It stretches quietly, a long, calm path framed by steady torchlight, inviting unhurried exploration beneath a softly glowing canopy. The steady flicker of flame eases the darkness tenderly. Its quiet, rhythmic dance calms the shadows, wrapping the space in a soft, gentle embrace full of warmth and slow comfort. Echoes of stone whisper softly within the quiet hall, quiet murmurs of past footsteps in time itself. The sound is faint, like a gentle breath carried through the still air. Light dances slowly over the cold stone surface, moving with an unhurried rhythm. The gentle movement plays softly with the texture, weaving a delicate pattern of light and shade. The air moves softly, cool and still around the quiet stone. It carries only the faintest touch of sound or breath, a gentle presence that invites slow, even breathing and peaceful stillness. Soft torches line the way, glowing gently into the quiet night beyond. Their flames stand steady and warm, a slow, peaceful light guiding all who pass through this ancient, calming space. Slow footfalls echoed gently through the empty corridors, each step a soft rhythm layered with quiet stillness. The sound carried faintly against stone, inviting a calm, thoughtful breath amid the hushed space. Ahead stretched a quiet corridor bathed in soft shadows that lingered slowly, wrapping the space in a muted glow. The air felt still and warm, as if time itself had hushed its breath. Torchlight flickered softly, casting gentle, dancing shapes along the stone walls. Each pulse of light felt like a quiet heartbeat, slow and meditative, painting fleeting stories in muted colors. Distant echoes rolled faintly through the corridor, blending gently with steady footsteps. These soft sounds intertwined slowly, like a quiet song drifting through time's stillness. The hallway whispered with subtle sounds, as shifting air brushed softly against cold stone. Each quiet breath of wind was a gentle caress in the calm, slow-moving space. A single set of soft footfalls paced steadily over the rough floor, each step a gentle whisper. The rhythm was unhurried, a quiet heartbeat within the tranquil, echoing passage. Echoes murmured gently, carrying the rhythm of distant steps. Their tender call wove through the chamber like a soft, slow melody, gentle enough to lull the mind into rest. Shadows merged quietly, enfolding the passage in gentle darkness. The dimness embraced the space like a soft blanket, inviting slow breaths and quieter steps. Silent walls absorbed each sound, muting the evening's slow pace. Their ancient surface held the quiet like a deep well, offering calm depths for drifting thoughts. Light flickered softly, breath of flame in calm stillness. It pulsed gently against cold stone, creating tender patterns of warmth within the quiet dark. Echoes reverberated lightly, trailing behind measured footsteps. The delicate repetition was like a soft sigh, fading slowly into the hushed air. Quiet steps approached slowly, blending gently with the mellow soundscape. Each nearer sound was a faint caress, drawing silence into a softer shade. An empty corridor stretched silently beneath gentle torchlight, a quiet space for wandering thoughts and slow breaths, cradled in a soft amber glow. Soft shadows shifted slowly, embracing the stillness around them like a whisper. Their quiet dance was a gentle promise of rest and calm. Footfalls kept a steady rhythm, calming the quiet surroundings like a heartbeat. The measured pace wove a gentle lullaby through the softly lit hall. Echoing silence wrapped the space in a warm, quiet blanket. The stillness felt like a gentle embrace, holding everything softly as nighttime deepened. Torch glowed faintly, its light pulsing with slow, soft breaths like a quiet flame breathing in the calmness around it. Gentle steps touched the floor with feather-like softness, barely stirring the air. Each quiet imprint was a delicate note in the peaceful quiet. Muted echoes answered every step with a tender, distant call, as though the corridor whispered back in a language made of soft sounds and gentle hushes. The calm passage held the weightless quiet of a serene moment, cradling stillness like a gentle lullaby hummed by time itself. Soft footfalls traced a steady beat on the cold stone ground, a slow, measured rhythm that felt like a calming breath shared by the corridor and the traveler. Dim light flickered briefly, casting slow-moving shadows that whispered secrets in their quiet dance, holding stillness gently within soft, warm tones. Echoes faded gently into a peaceful calm that filled the air like a breath released. The quiet deepened softly, inviting rest and gentle reverie. Quiet steps paused briefly, stillness stretching between slow breaths. The calm air held a sacred hush, a moment suspended in tender quiet. A hushed corridor waited, cloaked softly in quiet shades that soften edges and voices. It was a place where breath slowed and silence deepened like warm honey. Slow footfall sounds returned, steady and unhurried, like an old song sung softly in the night, comforting and steady as the evening breeze. Torchlight cast long, gentle shadows curling along stone, like delicate fingers tracing quiet stories deeper into the dark, slow and warm. Echo patterns drifted slowly, weaving through silent halls with tender grace, a soft tapestry of sound stretching like a gentle sigh across time. Faint footsteps kept a quiet rhythm in the darkened space, a slow heartbeat that whispered peace into the still shadows around. Still walls held their breath, soft and unmoving. They cradled the silence gently, a quiet presence that invited rest and soothing calm. Soft light glowed gently, cradling the slow-moving shadows like a tender hand. The warmth was a quiet promise of comfort and peace. Quiet footsteps passed softly, leaving behind a tranquility that settled slowly, like dust falling gently through still air. Echoing halls resonated with quiet tones of distant sounds, a gentle song made of whispered memories and soft, fading light. Slow footfall echoed gently along the worn stone floor, each step a quiet ripple spreading softly through time's tender hush. Shadowed walls held in quiet embrace the faintest sounds, wrapping every touch and breath in a calm cocoon of night's soft texture. A flickering flame cast soft pulses of warm light, slow and steady, like a calm breath in the deep folds of shadow and stone. Silent footsteps moved steadily, barely stirring the air. Their gentle rhythm was a quiet dance weaving softly through the sleeping halls. Echo whispers carried slowly through the still passageways, a delicate breeze of sound that made the shadows breathe in harmony. Calm shadows settled quietly, enfolding the space gently like a familiar embrace, soothing and slow as twilight's tender farewell. Soft footfalls faded into the quiet of winding halls, their rhythm dissolving slowly until only the gentle breath of silence remained.